and welcome to today's video. I am going to be doing some colour swatching. I have chosen 3 colours plus black and white, so magenta, cerulean blue and yellow. I'm going to do some colour swatches and then I'm going to do some thumbnail colour studies from this, and then I'm going to work this through to a finished piece. So I just wanted to show you how just playing around with colour can just inspire some really interesting colour palettes, new colour palettes, and also how many colours you can kind of mix from a very, very small range of colours. So I hope you enjoy today's video. So here I just start colour swatching. You can add black into yellow to make some lovely olive greens. You can add black into cerulean to make some lovely gunmetals, and I just play around here and just try out different colour mixes, and sometimes adding a bit more white to lighten them, and do about 50 samples. Made some lovely warm greys, purpley greys, there's green yellows, there's more yellowy yellows. Oh dear, I can't stop. I thought I'd stopped and then I didn't, and then I carried on because I was having fun and I was just really enjoying exploring colours, and I highly recommend that you do this. So after doing all those little swatches, I just started to do some colour studies. They're not meant to be amazing pictures, they are literally a vase with a few flowers in. They wouldn't be necessarily how I would have a finished composition. I'd probably have more flowers in them. But it was just a really nice experiment in trying colours together, using those 3 basic colours, what I could achieve. So I did these ones, I did some slightly bigger ones. So you can just see how many different, I mean, I could endlessly go on doing colour studies from those swatches, but I just did 8 in total. And yeah, this one I really like, although this one I think is a really nice one, and I really enjoyed this one. And this is the one I'm going to make up into a sort of bigger finished piece of work to show you. So I start doing some collaging. I paint some sheets of paper and then start cutting out my shapes. Done a little bit of Sgraffito in the background, so we've got yellow and pink stripes. Paint the inside of my jug with some acrylics, and then I paint some other sheets of paper, and I'm going to do some leaves in a moment, or some green paint for the leaves and the stems. And I have my trusty hairdryer next to me so that I can dry stuff off quickly so I don't have to wait around. And then I'm putting my Sgraffito layer on top and scratching in, so using the Sgraffito technique to make patterns in the paint. That's meant to be a tulip. We'll see if I use that one. And cutting out some of my shapes, and then putting another layer of paint on, and then scratching in again. So I've got this far with this one. I can see that I want a little bit more contrast, so in my original sketch I'd done a slightly lighter purplish tone, so I'm just going to lighten that because I wanted the flowers to be slightly sort of darker, and it just feels that feel too sort of similar. So I am going to lighten this. I'm still thinking about what pattern I'm going to put down here. I think I'll probably stick, because I've got striped wallpaper, I probably won't put stripes on the jug, and there's sort of stripy with my Sgraffito around the edges of to make the flower pattern. So I think, because I do love a polka dot, I think I'll stick with the polka dot here. Might even do a little star pattern or something down here on the tablecloth. But I'm going to lighten that. I'm going to make some more flowers, but already I can see that's a really nice harmonious colour palette. And obviously I've got my complementary colours, so I've got my purple and my yellow, which are opposites on the colour wheel, and then I've just used my 3 colours, and I've got this beginnings of a really harmonious colour palette. It was really worth doing those little initial colour sketches. They were fun to do, it's just nice to play with colour. And it, you know, it's inspired maybe colour palette that I wouldn't normally use. I'm really enjoying this one. So let's see where this takes us. I couldn't make my mind up about the colour of the jug. Dark purple to light purple to blue purple, then I changed the colour of the stripes. Indecision reigned for a little while. I'm going to stop with this one now. I've just shown you that I've actually ended up painting this jug, what, 4 or 5 times now. It was purple, it was light purple, it was blue purple, might have even been a mid purple I haven't shown you there that I didn't take a photograph of, and now it's minty green. Because they're all mixed from the same 3 colours, any of them really work because they're harmonious, because they are mixed from the same colours. I'm not sure if I didn't prefer the bluey purple, the one before I painted this, but I've kind of had enough with this one now, and I feel like I've kind of explored that as much as I want to. I do recommend that you do some colour swatching, get your 3 colours plus the black and white, and just have a play and try and see what colours you can mix from that. You can mix 50, you can mix 20, you can mix 100, you could mix hundreds and hundreds if you really wanted to do out of those 3 colours, and then do a few little colour studies like the little vases that I did. That was just a really useful little project, and it just gives you some colour inspirations for finished pieces of work. For joining me today. I really hope you've enjoyed today's little sort of colour studies, and I just wanted to say please do like, subscribe and press the notification button if you'd like some more content. You can leave some comments below as well. All of these little actions that you take really help my small channel grow. So I actually went over 2,000 subscribers recently, which I was very pleased about, but I'm still teeny tiny, so any help is much appreciated. But for today, thank you so much. I really hope that you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care, bye.